President Trump has been quite a bit more vocal in response to the No Kings protests in October than he was to the protests back in June 14th, after his military parade on his birthday, that ridiculous stunt. Well, now he is sharing bizarre AI videos of him as a king, including one of him pouring a strange substance on No Kings protesters. Pretty disturbing, weird stuff. I think that he's secretly malding over it, though. He's like, oh my gosh, so many people are out there protesting me. Oh, this must be staged. This must be paid. They must be paid. But, he's trying to stay cool and use his typical meme game in response to it. So he wrote, "A huge thank you to all the No Kings protesters yesterday. I was very concerned a king was trying to take my place, but thanks to your tireless efforts, I am still your president. Great job, all." American flag emoji. Okay. You all know that the MAGA boomers are eating this one up. Go on any MAGA boomers Facebook timeline. If you're friends with any MAGA boomer, you're gonna see that pop up in your feed. My God, this is the type of thing where it's like har har har, super smug. You look in the comments on it and it's like, "That's a good one, Mr. President. Man, are you guys running scared? He is hilarious. His face tells it all. The king has awakened. Now watch we move. Mr. President, these protesters were referring to Burger King because you like McDonald's. God bless you and your family, Mr. President." Didn't he secretly say that he should be king? So there's a little bit of disagreement in these comments here. But yeah, this is the type of thing where it's like, yeah, he's doing it to kind of mask the fact that he's secretly malding over these protests. Now, is it possible that some of these people were paid to be there? Sure. I mean, there are instances of protesters being paid on both sides, particularly the right, by the way, but the left does have some astroturf there. There are big money interests who try to fund both the left and the right. And it's a little bizarre, but yeah, there are big money interests on both sides. There are left-wing billionaires, right-wing billionaires. There's shady stuff on both sides, but the No Kings protests, by and large, is totally authentic. It's a recognition, and by the way, it didn't happen during Trump's first term, because as bad as his first term was, there wasn't this stuff like this military parade on his birthday, and Trump hadn't talked about suspending the Constitution prior to his first term, suspend the Constitution because of the so-called voter fraud in 2020. So he does this military parade on his birthday of all days. He's sharing these AI videos, like leveling Gaza, him and Netanyahu. He's big on AI these days, which, he's adapting to modern times pretty well, I guess you could say. But yeah, he's a lot more open about his desire to be a dictator this term. He said to Sean Hannity that he would be a dictator on day one in an interview. Sean Hannity was trying to be like, okay, you're not really going to be a dictator, right? I mean, this is just a bunch of TDS hyperbole that they're throwing at you, right? And he's like, I'll be a dictator, but only on day one. And he's already broken that promise because he's been a dictator on a little more than just day one. We're 9 months into this thing, basically. So yeah, President Trump malding over the No Kings protests in quiet, though. But yeah, I will say his tweets are pretty funny. His True Social posts are pretty funny. They're very, Facebook grandpa style-y, stuff that's going to get the boomers all like, oh yeah, that's pretty hilarious. You got him. Oh, zinger. But yeah, what do you think about this? Do you think that he's genuinely concerned about the No Kings protests? Do you think it reflects, hey, people are not satisfied with this guy? There were protests against Biden. There was stuff like, Let's Go Brandon. Remember that? Stuff that was kind of like, smug jabs at him that were barely creative and witty, but made a good bumper sticker, and No Kings is kind of like, it's a brief, 2-word thing to express your sentiment that, hey, President Trump should not be above the law. President Trump should not be the only person in control of this country, and President Trump should not be using the military for vanity projects. So let me know what you think in the comments below about President Trump and his response to the No Kings rally. Did you go to a No Kings rally? Did you have fun? Was it a good time? What kind of stuff did you see? I always welcome more subscribers and more discussion in my comments. Thank you so much for watching. This is the more the merrier, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.